Hey folks, how's everybody doing? Hey, I want you to know, don't forget, we got this Battlestar Galactica screening. It's coming up real soon, October 5th. That's my birthday in the movies of Lake Worth, but I'm not here to talk about that right now. I will talk about that more in a little bit. I'm here to talk about this comic I just finished reading. It's called The Wrong Earth. It's from Ahoy Comics. I had watched a review of this book, and they highly recommended it, and I was at a comic shop, saw it. I figured I'd pick it up and check it out. And so here's my thoughts on The Wrong Earth from Ahoy Comics. All right, so this book is by Martin Pierro and Jamal Igle. I know Jamal Igle from, gosh, I think I've been around Jamal Igle for years. I think he's been done a lot of stuff with Action Lab, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, so I've seen him in Heroes Con over the years. But so Ahoy Comics, The Wrong Earth opens up with these two characters, Dragonfly Man and Stinger, and then this weird elaborate trap. There's lasers going everywhere. They're being burnt alive, and by the villainous. Who's our villain name? The number one. Our villain, the number one. Our villain's name is Number One, and he's got our heroes trapped in this safe, and it's very much in the style of the 1960s Batman. You can even look at the camera angles, the slanted angles, and even how the issue opens up. They're on a giant Number One, and they're strapped in, and it's kind of fun. It's just silly fun, classic comic book style tropes and whatnot. And Dragonfly Man and Stinger escape. How? And how did we escape? Very simple. Number one, you emptied our gear gauntlets of crime-fighting equipment, but in the melee, I managed to grab Trey's number 3 pinback button and conceal it between my cheek and gum. Hey! I then managed to forcefully eject it, targeting a weak spot in your wall of mirrors. And your devilish heat lamp did the rest. So it's kind of, very much the Adam West style boistering. And then there's a fight with a clonk and bash, and just again classic 1960s Batman style. It's fun, it's exciting. However, over here things take a dark turn. The first part of our story was set in Fortune City on Earth Alpha, but then the book finds itself on Earth Omega, and you have Dragonfly fighting off these crazed-looking villains, and it's this dark, bloody melee. They're going at it, and ultimately Dragonfly Man puts them on fire, and then beats them with their own burning baseball bat. It's gruesome. It's very dark. So what they're trying to do here, and I read the review and I saw what they're doing. They're doing this is one Earth where the characters are very much in the 1960 classic superhero style. And then on this other Earth, the character is kind of this dark and gritty. I think it's been compared to Frank Miller's style of Batman story. I will say, after reading this horrific tale, I don't think even this seems as dark and gritty as what was presented in the mainstream DC universe with Heroes in Crisis. But back to the story. So Dragonfly Man, or in this world, he's just called Dragon Man. Or Dragonfly? Or just the Dragonfly, right. This Number One, he's killing this young teen. So Dragon Man captures him, or Dragonfly captures him. But then Number One gets the better of Dragonfly and jumps to this magic mirror here and finds himself in the 1960s type world as Dragonfly from this world goes through the mirror after the other Number One. So it's kind of this switch swap, very much like the mirror universe in Star Trek. So in the other universe, in the dark, horrible world, the Stinger, who is Dragonfly's sidekick, was killed by Number One. And so Number One, very much the Joker character of this story, takes a stab at poor Stinger, stabbing him. And so that's kind of the gist of the book. You have the Dragonfly from the other universe coming into, or from the darker universe, coming into the lighter universe. And she's like, well, the cops are here. It's all right, I'll fight them off. And she says, fight, but you and the cops are pals. This is kind of the Harley Quinn character. If I ever met an honest one. Until then, I'm a target. And then the cops are like, God, geez, Dragonfly. Noble crime fighters, I pray we never take for granted the perils you face on this city's behalf. And he's like, huh? And he realizes what has happened, that they've switched worlds. Meaning that the Dragonfly Man of the happier 1960s universe is now in the gritty, horrible, this horrible, Frank Miller-ish version of the superhero world. And he runs out and comes face to face with some police officers. And going by what the other Dragonfly says, I don't think these police are to be trusted. I'm not going to go any further in the story. I don't want to spoil it. I highly recommend you check this out. This was a super, super fun read. And there's a backup story done in a classic comic book style. Even the pages, if you look, have the grain in it like the old classic comic books did. And this is kind of a little one-off stinger story. It's done in an old style comic, but it does kind of take a dark turn at the end, but I'll leave that one for you to read as well. There was also another story in here which took me by surprise. Where was it? Oh, don't spoil. It's in here somewhere. There's a nice interview with Jamal Igle. There's an interview with Stuart Moore, I guess, about a book. But then there is this it's Hud's Hornets Holiday in Hell by Grant Morrison. It's a small prose story by Grant Morrison. I haven't read it yet, but I plan on checking it out. I really read the main book, The Wrong Earth, with Dragonfly and Dragonfly Man. Great read. It was a lot of fun. The art was fun. If you like fun comics, I highly recommend checking out The Wrong Earth. I don't know much about Ahoy Comics. They're kind of new on the scene. But hey, I'm always in supporting of indie comics like we do. We publish indie comics through Cosmic Times. So it's always good to support fellow indie guys, especially when they put out quality work like this. If I had one complaint about the book, there was a lot of text in the back. It's a comic book, it's not a book. And the back cover is exactly the same image as the front cover. It's weird. I don't know why they made that choice. Now, real quick, let me tell you about Battlestar Galactica. The 4th anniversary screening of Battlestar Galactica is going to take place October 5th at the Movies of Lake Worth, right here in South Florida. It's for one night only. Tickets are $8 right now if you go online to cosmictimes.net/BSG. You get those $8 tickets in advance. They will be $10 at the door. And we do have a few VIP packages left. If you want to get the cool t-shirt, the button, and the art print, make sure you pick up the VIP pass available at cosmictimes.net/BSG40 if you're going to join us for Battlestar Galactica, October 5th at the Movies of Lake Worth. And finally, let me leave you with, check out The Wrong Earth. It's a nice break from comic books like this. Ugh. So again, check out The Wrong Earth right now. It should be on your local comic shops from Ahoy Comics. Issue 1 is out right now. Hey, if you like this video, do me a favor. Down below, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button too so you're subscribed to our channel. And hit the bell so you're notified every time I put up a new video. And hey, do me another favor. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think of the video. What do you think of what we're doing here with all the videos here on CosmicTimes.net? And if you read The Wrong Earth, I want to know what you thought about it. And if you haven't read The Wrong Earth, you should. So anyways, that's about it for now. Until next time, folks, stay cosmic.